Yeah, as a matter of fact, it inspired Jason, and he's thought about that for the store and that.
For the old tote bags.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we hang on a sec? Let's. Okay. Actually, we forgot to do a test. Let's just do a test here. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Test.
Test. Okay. Let's stop that. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Test.
It sounds good to me.
Right.
Okay. Let's. Okay, folks, and then stop this, reset it, and let's see. Okay, ready. Think about the theme. Okay. Man, I love that jazzy theme. Oh, so hit it, man.
All right. Hello again. Welcome to issue 4 of the Thursday Comics Podcast. I am Dennis Osbourne, accompanied by, like always, Mr. Wallace Ryan
over here.
So,
how are you doing?
Doing good. We're back after a bit of a break.
Well, it's the weather, man.
It's the weather.
It's the weather got us down.
So we try to get together about once a week, once every 2 weeks, and we just hit a stretch of storms and storms.
Yeah.
And I had a bit of a health issue for a while we were dealing with, and then...
Yeah. Oh, it's been a hard one. And especially the weather, too. I mean, we had a state of emergency here. I mean, you can't get better than that for an excuse, right?
So we were saying earlier, we're basically working off now the 1990s Image publishing schedule.
Yes.
Like a Rob Liefeld comic. It's coming out whenever we feel like it.
Especially gets there. It's Echo with us now in 10 minutes.
So, but the topic for today was basically, even though it was a bit delayed, it was going to be a list of multiple books coming out this year.
Yeah.
Independence, Marvel, DC.
Like a best of 2020 ahead of time.
Yeah, best of. So, now there were, since we started this, other books announced, mostly from Marvel.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about them a later time when they're actually solicited.
Yeah.
But they announced, I think, 10 or 12 new omnibus coming out. So
yeah, it was a good crop, too.
It was a good crop, so luckily for me, it's a couple of X-Men books I'm excited for. So
yeah.
But I basically did my list of Marvel.
Yeah.
And you got your list of DC and Independence.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can get through, and we'll
go from there.
We normally have about a half hour to talk about. So
yeah, at least. Well, I'll start it off with this February, for instance. I'll tell you, do my February list. There's the Michael Moorcock Library, the Hawk Moon Volume 2, for those who are collecting it. Great series. And of course, one that me and you are definitely going to be collecting is the Black Hawk Blood and Iron by good old Howie Chaykin.
That is out next week, I think. Yeah.
Yep, it is indeed. And I mean, a lot of people used to badmouth that, but I kind of liked it. And the art, of course, is spectacular.
I just love Howard Chaykin.
Yeah. He's at his height, I really think, with this one, because this is just after the Shadow and all that, so he's really cooking at this point.
And he's always been controversial.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah.
So,
he got to be. To his grave, he will be. And I kind of like that, right? Let's see. Oh, yeah, from EC, one that I've been looking forward to, because I don't have a copy of that, is the Psychoanalysis from EC Comics, one of their sort of new wave titles at the time, right? Now, March is chock-a-block here. And like I said, I've taken a few of these out here. Like there's the Wonder Woman by Gail Simone. I've been reading the Red Sonja by her recently. And this,
it's really good.
Oh boy, does that ever kick ass, right? Way to go, Gail. You talk about writing. Her Red Sonja, to me, is as good as all the other Red Sonjas I've read, even the Frank Thorne stuff and all that. It would be great to have seen them together on it. Say, for instance, Batman White Knight, of course. The Mr. Miracle by Englehart.
Right, which is the continuation of the Kirby stuff.
Yeah.
So after Kirby finished off on Mr. Miracle and they continued, it'll be the Englehart.
But it's only the first couple of issues that were ever any good. They were done by Marshall Rogers, especially the first one. It was Marshall Rogers, but inked by Rick Bryant, a couple of really good inkers for me. It was an absolutely stunning issue, that particular one. Next one, not too bad. Vince Coletta inked it, I think it was. And sort of,
Vince Coletta.
He vinced it. But I mean, the stories were really good. They were they were about some of the best further interpretations of the fourth world that I can think of. You know,
outside of Kirby's.
yeah, and
brain.
Steve Rude maybe, and Simons and Saran, but otherwise, a lot of them haven't been that good, right? Unfortunately, right? And Baltimore, of course. There's I think there's another volume of that because I got one of that, and Tales of Batman, the Marv Wolfman ones.
Okay.
So have a few there now yourself.
All right. So, a couple I got listed here. I have a couple of Masterworks listed. So I got, cause you're a big Masterworks guy.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
So I have Uncanny X-Men Volume 12.
Mm-hmm.
Set to go. So now you're hitting almost late 80s, going into a lot of the Masterworks now. You're hitting the Outback era.
Yeah.
X-Men era. I got Marvel Masters of Suspense, Lee and Ditko, Volume 2.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
So, which we're excited for. I think you're down for the next one. I don't think I am. The Power Pack Classic.
Yes.
I'm kind of on the fence on it, so.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that myself. I read those at the time. I really like the series actually. June Brigman, great work on it, right?
So I won't be getting this one because I have a lot of the omnibus and hardcovers, but I got X-Men Children of the Atom box set, similar to the Infinity Gauntlet and everything.
Yeah.
Someone who's looking for a massive collection to start off.
Yeah.
You can buy that box set, probably $350, $400 around there.
Yeah.
And it brings you right up to after Giant Size X-Men.
Yeah,
So you can start off solid with a good solid run. So
I never thought about that though in terms of good starting points too, because you throw in those box sets like the Avengers Mansion one, the Infinity Gauntlet. If you threw a couple of those together, you'd have one little kick-ass collection going already. Right?
So if you're a diehard X-Men fan and you're looking for a good collection, rather than try and track down on the omnibus, you could buy the box set. Boom.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
The era right up until about 1974, 75, completely collected.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, excellent.
Like I said, I'm not a big Masterworks collector, but one I am down for is going to be Dazzler Volume 1. Because I love Dazzler.
Yeah.
So we're probably not going to see that in an omnibus or anything anytime soon.
No, so yeah, get it there, yeah.
So I got Amazing Spider-Man by Straczynski Volume 2.
Okay.
That'll finish off his run.
Yeah.
With the other multiple tie-ins that they were finishing off. That'll finish off Straczynski's run.
Okay.
Which is a nice collect. And then I have Black Widow Strikes Omnibus, which is the first appearance and the early tie-ins, and I think Marvel fanfare issues and everything.
But the first ones were, the first couple of independent ones would probably be from the Amazing Adventures, which were done by Gene Colan.
Right, now I have two of those collected in the Marvel Premier Classic that they were released. So I have them, so it's probably going to be a pass for me, because I already have them collected.
That first one is an absolute masterpiece.
Yeah. But it's a good jump on point for Black Widow fans because the Disney Plus series will be starting. Yeah. So that's why they're releasing that. So.
Yeah, okay.
Right, you continue now if you want.
Okay, well let's see. We got the new Fun comics coming out in April. Oh, I forgot totally. It's on page 275 of the preview. There's the trade actually for Nobody Is in Control by Patrick Kinlan, Paul Tucker, and lettered by myself.
There you go.
How that could have gotten beyond me is beyond me. Actually, it is scheduled, I think, for April anyway. Oh, there you go. Anyway, the Mueller report, of course, because no one else has read it. The Impact. That's another EC book, and this one has what's the name of it? It's a classic Bernie Creekson story. His masterpiece. I always forget the name of that. It's basically about this guy who's a war criminal and all that. I won't give you too much of it, but it's a masterpiece.
We were talking about that last time I was over doing a video, and you showed me because you have
and we even looked at it.
Collections.
Yeah.
We looked at it.
Yeah, it was in one of the Yo collection. Right.
And you can see how artists like Steranko was heavily influenced by
Kriegstein.
Yeah. And that kind of piqued my interest because I'm such a big Steranko fan. Yeah. He's probably one of my favorite artists, and that ties into a book I'm going to mention now shortly.
Oh, okay.
But we'll go from there.
Another cool one is the DC first issues specials. That one I just like just because it's an interesting collection of 70s one-shots. I mean, it has the dingbats, it has all the cool Kirby ones. The Atlas one I actually really liked at the time, and the Manhunter one I thought was kind of creepy but kind of cool. They were actually some great sort of post Fourth World creations in and of themselves, right? And of course the first Warlord, right?
Now, one thing you got to keep an eye with that. I remember one of the posts or something. Someone was commenting how they thought it was a ripoff.
Yeah.
They thought it was just collecting issue 1 of the new series.
Yeah.
And you try to explain, and I still don't think they grasped it, that was the series.
Yeah, that was
Each
the whole
issue
concept behind
was the
it.
debut of a new character or a continuing story of a new character.
They even had to think first DC Comics on a lot of them, right? It's just like...
But they thought it was like one of the Marvel omnibus, say like the 90s.
Yeah.
It's collecting issue 1 of all the 90s comics.
Yeah.
Like, no, this was the series itself.
I remember that particular conversation.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, I'll never get those few minutes back, right? Oh yes, there's the Hellblazer omnibus, which I know you're right excited about.
I'm excited for it. I'm hesitant, mostly because I've been buying all the paperbacks.
Yeah.
And they're almost done.
Okay.
Now, if they collect the Garth Ennis run, and then they start collecting the rest, I already have the full 300 issues collected in paperback. Do I pass them on and then try and collect the omnibus?
What if they're really nice looking?
Exactly. So I'm probably going to get it, but it's going to be a lot of like double dipping, and then especially if they start continuing with the hardcover formats.
Well, that's how they got me to buy the Preacher Absolute Edition. The bastards, they made it so damn beautiful. It was just like, oh god, I gotta get this. And it was like, okay, well, well, then it gives me the option of always trading up of selling those off in the future for massive amounts of money. After that, Omega Man by Tom King.
Yeah.
I can remember picking that off the stand, and the very first page is poor old Kyle Rayner there, and they're doing a jihadi style video. You know, we're here to kill this guy, whatever, and they supposedly kill him on the video. And I can remember reading that, and it was just like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on here? And that's when I knew. I'd read a bit of it, but then I said, no, I'm waiting on this one. This guy. This is the first time I'd read any Tom King.
Yeah, it's kind of his breakout.
Yeah, and it was just like, this guy is fucking twisted, right?
Yeah.
This is writing where you don't know where the hell the story is going, and to me, that's the type of stories I love best. Like Nobody's in Control. When I first read the script for that, there were 4 issues in it. I had the first 3 scripts to read through, and I read through them. I turned to Paul and said, you got number 4? He said, why? I said, I got to finish reading this. And I said, I guess that's a sign that this is probably a good comic. But I was dying to finish it, and it just ended in a way that just blew my mind. And it's just like, that's what I like about Patrick, but also about Tom Kinlan. I was saying with the Vision, right?
Right.
Didn't know where the hell that was going to go. So. Now there's the Tales of the Batman, the Englehart stuff. You know, I hate myself, but I'm going to buy it.
You're going to buy it.
Yeah, just because it finishes. And the Shazam 70s series volume 2.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for Kurt Schaffenberger's artwork, right? It has that quaint 50s, 60s artwork that would still made it into the 70s.
They kind of just eased in.
Yeah.
Didn't quite fit in, but it was still crisp, clean, identifiable.
Yeah, and I still liked it, right? Like I say, even though I'm reading Jim Starlin and everything else in the 70s and Mobius and all this stuff, I still kind of like Schaffenberg. There's something about it, right? Okay, hit us with something now from your side of the table.
Alright, I got Timely's Greatest. This is long. Timely's Greatest Golden Age Submariner Post-War Years.
Yes! Oh!
So, continuation of the Timely line that they've been putting out. The
which I'm loving, by the way.
Human Torch, the Captain America, the Submariner. Now you're starting to do the post ones. So you probably end up getting a bunch of the 50s Captain America.
Yeah.
Probably collected. You're getting the post-war Submariner. So it's a nice little...
I think the name Marita is in there too, I think. Yeah.
So, but it's another nice little collection to continue with that line. Again, it's another era besides Masterworks that hasn't really been focused on and collected.
Well, they did those, but this is what they got all these now just about.
Yeah.
This is what I'm like. So those are going to be shelved after a while.
Right.
So give me more space to put out more stuff, right?
Marvel Masterworks Avengers Volume 20.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a good one. Sensational She-Hulk by Byrne Omnibus.
Yes.
Kind of the precursor for fourth wall Deadpool, like breaking the fourth wall Deadpool.
Yeah, it was the first major Marvel comic I can think of doing it.
She-Hulk fought with John Byrne. A lot of times she would travel from one place to another by going through panels. She was aware she was in a comic.
Yeah.
Really ahead of its time. Still really fun.
Yeah.
And it's John Byrne, so it's a consistent art style. He was writing.
Yeah.
And drawing.
Yeah. And he's one of the few artists out there who does write a good story.
Yeah.
Right. I always liked his stuff. Right. Like the Next Men. The Next Men, great comic.
Yeah.
Great comic. Right.
What else do I have next? I'm going to do two. So I have the Morbius Omnibus and the Adventure into Fear Omnibus.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So 70s horror. They kind of tie into one another.
Yeah.
Because you're getting like the Adventures of Fear.
Yeah.
And the Morbius issues and tie-ins. You're getting all of them connected. You're getting his origin, Amazing Spider-Man issues to kind of catch everyone up. Because of the movie again.
Yeah.
That's why they're both there.
I like these omnibuses, like the Adventure into Fear one, right?
Well, you're talking about it many times. They're starting to fill out the lesser-known comics from certain eras.
Yeah.
So you're starting to get the 40s and the 50s now. You're starting to get the horror comics from the 70s. You're starting to get certain ones that you would never think would ever be collected.
Yeah.
They're starting to fill in giant gaps now, which is really nice.
Like, where's Marvel Premiere, I ask you, right?
Probably one of the most ones I'm looking forward to. This is Steranko is Revolutionary King Size.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the giant, oversized, not the complete run of S.H.I.E.L.D., just his run on S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
It's when he takes over right through the end of...
He really does take over the whole
Strange
thing.
Tales.
Yeah.
And then he does, I think, issues 1 to 3 and then 5 and 6.
Something like
because
that,
of the fill-in issue.
Yeah.
So, but probably his covers will be included as well. But it has been collected in oversize, which you have up here.
Yeah.
With the artist edition.
Yeah.
But that's based off his original art. This is probably full color, oversized, very pretty. Definitely a must on my list.
It is beautiful. I'm struggling with that one. Struggling.
I have Marvel Masterworks Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 3.
Yeah.
And then I have Cloak and Dagger Omnibus.
Oh, yeah.
Collecting the Spectacular Spider-Man issues, their miniseries. I guess it's solicited because of the series that was out, which I think might be cancelled now. I think so. It might be a bit late to the game, but that is.
But I'll get it.
Oh my god, yes. So.
Okay, a few here. The Doomsday Clock Volume 2, which apparently is coming with a slipcase, right? So it fits both of them. Thank you very much. Adventure of Superman, the Perez run. Not bad. But the one I'm excited for, and I think you're going to be getting this too, is the DC Goes to War.
Yeah.
A great. Normally I don't go for these sort of compilation collections, but when I read it, it was just like, oh, they're all artists I love, and it's just like, well, I got to do it, right?
Yeah.
It just
it's the War comics. I'm worried that is a book that might be on the cancellation block if it doesn't get the solicits, which we've ranted about before.
Yeah.
Because War comics aren't really as popular as they used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably never going to see a big collected edition of Haunted Tank.
No.
Or something like this.
No. Or Unknown Soldier.
Unknown Soldier. Marvel's never going to collect in an omnibus Nam.
No. Although they should.
They should. They put out a couple of paperbacks years ago.
But it's there's one series that I'd love to see them omnibus the hell out of that, right?
Yeah. Something different, but I mean, the market is probably not there. So.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping it does get published because it seems like it's fun to read. So.
Yeah. The let's see. There's the Lady Killer. Oh, House of Mystery Volume 2. The Shaggers. And of course now they've changed the spine design.
Change the spines.
Just to piss us off. There's also the Green Lantern Green Arrow Grell collection, which, I was a fan of Mike Grell back then. So, why not? It's just...
Right. And that just continues off the run from the Danny O'Neill, Neil Adams run. So.
And And some of them are too bad, actually. Right, there's the art, especially for the first one, really good. And the cover for the first one I always loved. Right. Oh yeah, and I'm ashamed to say this, but the Absolute Fourth World, which, as you know, I got twice so far, and but I mean, once I heard it, Absolute, it was just like, oh God, this is my favorite comic being done in the ultimate format. If I don't get this, then someone should shoot me in the head. Right? Yeah. It's just like, come on, right? It's a no-brainer, right? There's also the American Gods Volume 2. You know, love that series. And this one called Chinaman, which looked really good, right? And the Legion of Superheroes Volume 3 Omnibus. You're a Legion fan too, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. So definitely that for sure. Oh yeah, Matt Wagner is doing one of those Legends of the Dark Knight series. So of course, I love Matt's stuff there. Speaking of the American Gods, there's a Neil Gaiman Library edition coming out with a lot of them collected together, which I might get too, because the other ones are all so small, they kind of get lost. Having one big book, I think, would be a good one there. And, oh yeah, The Plastic Man, which is the Kyle Baker
The Kyle Baker, which is really cartoony, very kid-friendly style.
Yeah, I love that. I love that series, right?
Right.
Back to you there.
All right. A little bit short on time, so I'll try and rush through these a little bit. I got Immortal Hulk Volume 2.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably one of the breakout comics of the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Savage Sword of Conan Volume 3.
Of course.
I got Spider-Man Miles Morales Omnibus, which I think...
is next week.
Yeah.
I do believe.
That is when he basically comes into the 616 universe.
Okay.
And he basically launches the Spider-Man title.
Worth getting, do you think?
It's... If you have the other Miles Morales Omnibus, when he becomes Spider-Man, the Ultimate Universe, you kind of need one to kind of go into the other.
Okay. That's good to know, though.
So it's kind of good. And then you see his transition into the other universe. So
yeah.
You have the Ditko Estrange King Size Omnibus, which I think is a must for you.
Yeah.
I just talked about Adventure Unfair, Marvel Masterworks, Marvel Team Up Volume 5, Fantastic Four Volume 22, Marvel Masterworks. And I'll just finish these off now.
That's the Burn stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Solomon Kane, Original Marvel Years.
Oh,
Omnibus.
Yes. Those got the shaking.
Spider-Man Ben Reilly Omnibus Volume 2. That basically is the last volume of that part. Okay. But it finishes off in 4 Omnibus. The complete Clone Saga era. 4 full Omnibus. That's a giant chunk of 5 years of Spider-Man comics almost.
Yeah.
So that's a must for me. I get X-Men Grand Design, Complete Graphic Novel Collection.
Yes, yeah, me too.
Conan Marvel Years Volume 4 Omnibus. That finishes off the Roy Thomas run.
Yeah.
I actually thought that might be the cutoff point, but we'll talk about later.
I think the sales have been good enough for them to keep going. Right?
They have solicited, I think, or they will, at Volume 5.
Yeah.
So we know if that's going to continue.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man Masterworks Volume 22. I got She-Hulk by Dan Slott Omnibus.
Yeah.
Must read.
Yeah, me too.
Absolute Carnage, based off the recently finished miniseries, and Marvel Classic Comics Omnibus.
Oh yeah.
Which we had a good talk about.
Oh God, yes, I gotta get that. Okay, well I have my flash list here. The Green Arrow Omnibus by Mike Grell.
Right, which I have all the paperbacks. I'm probably gonna pack them up and buy the omnibus.
I'm doing it for the Longbow Hunters, right?
Yeah.
Legion Superheroes Volume 1, that's looking good. The Spectre, that's probably my big one there. I love that run. Jim Paris Spectre, it's one of the best, my favorite comics from my youth, right? There's the From Hell color edition, which it looks kind of snazzy and is making me buy it again. They Called Us Enemy from George Takei, and that I mean, everyone raves about that, and it's about his the Japanese internment camp. So I bet you it's a good read from what everyone says. Lone Sloan Chaos, a European favorite of mine. Oh, the Dead Man Omnibus.
Definite must.
Come on.
I've been talking about that for years now because you have the slipcase.
Yeah.
And it's going to actually expand on that. So more content. So.
And I wanted to get some of the GIF and stuff that followed shortly after. Of course, the Legion of Superheroes 5 years later.
Which was canceled and resolicited with more content. So.
And they better keep that one coming, or I'll snap. There's Bilal's Legends of Today coming in September. The Parker
Martini edition.
Martini edition.
Yep.
That's the one that I'm. It's just like, oh yeah, this is the big one for me.
That was a pass for me because I don't have the first one until you announced that they're going to be resoliciting the first one. So now I'm down for both.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. I mean, I got the first one and was just like, wow, this really is a Martini edition. Very well done.
Yeah.
And when they announced the second one, it was just like, oh, thank God, I bought the first one. The quick things. New Kid won the Newbery Medal.
Okay.
In the past month, and the Newbery Medal is something huge, right? Graphic novel sales up 16% in bookstores. Damn right. It's funny, and it's drama and all these young readers ones that are leading the charge. So it's just like, well, folks, get it. If you can't get your kids interested in superhero comics and all that, buy them drama or anything from. Raina Telgemeier, or not only that, but there's a lot of other authors. Great stuff.
So you find something for them.
Yes, such a beautiful art form, isn't it?
Something for everyone.
Yes. So, geez, we're not bad. We just
We rushed through them, so
yeah, we got them all done by the 25-minute mark.
So that's perfect. We went through them.
So,
we might do another issue. Just kind of a brief little talk about some of our favorites. Maybe a little rant or two, something like this. It's been a while, so I might just pump out a couple of quick little issues if you're good with that.
Yes, why not?
So we'll post this one, launch another one, and then how do you have two the same day?
Yeah,
you're okay with that?
Good amount of listening. Oh yes, I'm up for it.
Perfect. So thank you.
So let's
We'll clear this one up. Let the music roll.
Take ourselves out. Oh, I love that music.
We'll be back shortly.
Okay. Let's listen to it just to see.
If we could just have an old.
Oh,
You gotta add music.
yeah, I could add.
No, I think we just do a little discussion on
Oh God! I might as well turn out
some of our stuff that we picked up, or